Oh, welcome to Collecting Chaos, and a show I like to call Odds and Ends. I'm going to show you several different things, maybe a little painting, some comics, and miscellaneous other stuff. I don't know what all. I forgot what all I put in it. Yeah. And while you do that, while you watch that, I'm going to work on this. It's been a while since I worked on this, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a little bit more to it. I'm not going to do much. All I'm going to do is paint the track, this, and the part that's going to be steel, and the bent machine gun black, and prep to dry brush it and maybe make it look a little better later. Actually, I might do the steel here a real dark blue. Haven't decided yet. But that's all I'm going to do to this today. Shouldn't take but a couple minutes. I do want to finish it. Be one more thing off of my agenda. My list of things that I need to get done. I've been putting it off too long. Been working on it for almost a year now. And I should have been able to do it in a week. Get the wheel here. This is actually what's called a road wheel, which is kind of strange because it has a track running over it and it never actually reaches the road. Get the tripod too. think I'm going to need a little more paint. Remember going to a store one time. They were doing miniature painting, and I had some miniatures I wanted to paint, so I figured, what the hell, I'll go in there. Show what my meager skills. And I pulled out some of these apple barrel paints, and they got laughed at. You can't paint miniatures with those. And I looked at them, I said, really? Huh. I always thought you could. No, you can't do it. It won't work. The pigment's not good enough. So I'll be darned. And I proceeded to pull out my orc army. And they went, oh wow, those look really good. I said, yeah, I know, but they can't be too good because I painted them with these paints. They kind of shut up after that. Are they the best paint for painting models or miniatures? No, not by a long shot. But they're cheap. And that's what I wanted. You know, if I spend $30 on a miniature, I'm out of money. I don't have the $60 to spend on paints for it. And in some cases, they can get that high. Especially when I can get a decent quality with these. It's just a matter of experience. You know, if you know the product you're working with, you can get a decent quality out of it. It might not be as good as some of the expensive ones, but it's passable. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, and maybe I'll do some more on it next week. I seem to have gotten something in the mail, so I figure we'll go ahead and open it up and see what it is. Could be any number of, one of a number of things. I suspect I might know what it is, but I'm not positive, so I'm not going to say it. Looks like it might be a comic book. Yep, it's definitely a comic book. It's in Mylar, but I'll replace it because this one's got tape about 400 times on it. And let's see what it is. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 4, signed by Steranko. Off-white pages. I don't remember if I actually have this one or not. It's actually pretty dirty. It looks like somebody tried to press it and didn't do a very good job. Staples are on the back instead of on the edge like they should be. Still, I mostly got it because it's a Stranko signature. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now I've been showing Marvel comics and independent comics, and it seems to me I'm showing them an awful lot of love lately. Haven't shown a lot of DC. It's kind of strange since I like DC better than Marvel and better than most of the independents. So I'm just going to show a little bit of DC love here. And we're going to start out with Infinity Inc. number 3. And I like this series, and I don't have a whole lot of them, but I think I'd like to get the whole set. Maybe one day. And here's number 4. I like the artwork in it. Of course, Jerry Ordway and Mike Macklin, so of course I like it. It's good art. Here's number 6. And number 7. Right now there are only 2 Kryptonians left in the universe. As far as Superman's concerned, that's one too many. And he's just beaten the tar out of Supergirl. Well, actually it's Power Girl, but it's the same person. And here's number 20. And that's all the Infinity Inc. I think I own. So I don't have a whole lot. Let's do a little Justice League action. I like this cover. I like the purple background. The hero's kind of fallen. Mostly I like Black Canary. This one's got definitely off-white pages. It's starting to yellow a little tiny bit. Not bad. Don Heck did the art with Frank McLaughlin. I would have liked to seen Don Heck do Batman. I mean, his Batman in here just looks really good. I would have liked to have seen him do a Batman comic. I don't know if he ever did though. Here's number 199, Justice League of America. More Don Heck, this time with Brett Breeding doing the inking. Got Jonah Hex in it. Here's number 201. Ultra is back. And if Superman can't stop him, what chance do the other jailers have? Probably a pretty good one. Don Heck still doing the art. I think Don Heck's kind of an underrated artist, I'll be honest with you. Here's number 206, the nice Cockrum cover. And Jerry Conway writer, Carmine Infantino penciling. It just doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Here's Justice League of America Annual Number 1 from 1983. Newsstand. Rick Hobers did the penciling. Dick Giordano did the inks. Dr. Destiny sure does look a lot like Skeletor, you know what? And this has a couple of stories in it. It's a couple of stories, but it's all one. Here's Justice League of America Annual Number 2 from 1984. White pages so far. Little corner crease down here. There's a copy of Commandy Number 1. It's in, very good. I have another one that's in a lot worse shape. I have 3 or 4 copies of this, but I have one here that's in really bad shape. It's really badly water damaged, and it's got a really bad tape pull on it. Actually, I'm going to throw that back over there so I can play around with it. It's in such bad shape, anything I do to it can't make it worse. There's a copy of Commandy Number 2. Off-white pages. I would consider this one maybe fine, maybe fine plus. Nice sharp corners. A little dirty. Got a void stamp on it. Oh well. I guess the comic has been voided. Commandy Number 3. And I got 2 copies of that. Kirby art, so you really can't go wrong with it. Here's Commandy Number 4. Commandy Number 15. Seem to be missing a few of them. Haven't had a full run of Commandy in many years. Commandy 26. These are some of those comics I picked up for, 25 to 50 cents a piece back in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s. Commandy 27. got a corner torn off of it. It'd still be maybe good to very good. Number 28. Number 29. Featuring Superman's costume. And number 30. And I think that's enough to show a little DC love today. Well, did you enjoy it? Didn't get a whole lot done here, but did manage to get a couple of Q-tips pretty dirty, which means I'm getting some of that dirt stain out of there. So that's a good thing. Did you like that signed Steranko? I decided to go ahead and press it. Of course, I'm not going to send it in and get it graded because, well, I could send it to CBCS, but it's pretty dirty. It'll probably come back like a 3 or 3.5. And I'd just rather have it raw, to be honest with you. I don't much care about having comics graded. I didn't get it to sell or anything. I got it because I wanted it. I did manage to get some more distilled water, which is a good thing because that's what I need to use on this. And well, I use about I'm trying something a little different. I'm trying a half a cup of distilled water, put in the microwave on high for 2 minutes to heat it up, and it gets pretty hot. Then I add 2 drops of Dawn dish soap. Now, I don't know if that's going to hurt the comic or not, but I just wanted to see what it would do compared to just plain water. And so I'm going to do this edge here like that. I'm going to do this entire edge that way, and then on the center here I'm just going to use water and see what the difference is and see how they compare. The hardest part is blotting the water back off because you don't want the water to dry on there if you can avoid it, because that will just give you a new stain. I really need some blotter paper. But in the meantime, I'm just using these cotton pads. They seem to work pretty decent. And my heater came on, so that means it's time to go. So if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Leave a comment, and I'll see you next video. Don't forget, before you handle your comics, wash your hands. It's good for the comics, and it's good for your health. Bye.